happy Monday. Today is the 28th of June and I have woken up and made myself a cup of green tea, and I've also got myself a pint of water. So the last time you saw me was weighing day on Friday, and between then and now I've been to a wedding and it was super lovely, great day. Myself and Jim had such a lovely time. It was really nice to just do kind of like things that we haven't done in so long, like just be out with socializing with people, and it was really nice to enjoy that experience as a couple. So yeah, really lovely. And yesterday was literally just a sofa day and just resting and sort of like recovering from Saturday really. But it's Monday now and it's time to get back on track. And like I said, if you did watch my weigh-in video on Friday, you already know that I said that I had like a bit of a sort of like a plan or something exciting happening this week. So what that is and what I have decided to do, I'm going to be doing a bit of a juice detox, and I've done this before, and the sort of like plan or method, if you like to so to speak, that I follow is the Joe Cross Reboot with Joe juice diet, and it's got multiple different plans. I think it ranges from like a 4-day detox to like a 30-day detox. I'm nowhere at the stage that I think I could take on the challenge of a 30-day. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try a 10, starting tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the 29th of June. And that is gonna run up until Wednesday, the 7th of July. So that's like 9 days really. And if you are sort of unaware of juice detoxes, they basically, so all I'll be eating or drinking, so to speak, is going to be natural fruit and vegetable juices that I juiced at home. And in the back of the book there's loads of recipes and quite conveniently the calories and things. So please don't like instantly think, oh my god, what's she doing, this is a crash diet or anything like that. It's got nothing to do with like wanting to lose a mass amount of weight. It's more for health and like spiritual purposes. I think there's going to be massive benefits all round for following this. Like I said, I've done it before. I've done shorter ones, I've done like 4-day ones and stuff, but I think I'm really ready to embark on a 9-10 day detox, and I'm very excited about it. So today I'm going to be eating food, solid food, and like transitioning into doing the detox. So basically all I can have is the juices. I can have herbal and fruit teas. Try to avoid caffeine or cut it out like completely, and then that's it, you know. So it's quite a challenge. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get on, but like I said, I am very excited for it. And also I just feel like for me, my weight loss journey or health journey is coming from a background of emotional eating or distorted food feelings and whatnot. So I'm excited to sort of like take on the challenge, and I want to get to a place in my journey where I see food predominantly as fuel, rather than I'm going to eat this because it tastes really nice, or be controlled by cravings or anything like that. So this journey is a lot about mental willingness and that kind of thing. And if you don't agree with juice detoxes, that's fine, that's your opinion, but please don't like give me a load of stick. I am very like, I understand the ins and outs of it. I'm not starving myself. I'll be having plenty of energy. I'll probably be having close to 1,200 or 1,500 in terms of calorie sense. So I'm not by any means starving myself. I'm just flooding my body with fruit and vegetable juice nutrients. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I'll probably be talking more about it and maybe reading extracts of the book over the course of the week. And this evening, the one thing that kickstarted juice diets, or like my fascination with them or anything like that, was a documentary called Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead. I believe you can watch it for free on YouTube. It's great, it's absolutely brilliant. And if you have any sort of like resignation about how healthy and beneficial juice diets or juice detoxes are, go ahead and watch that documentary and then come back and then tell me if you disagree still with it. So, Jim's also going to be doing it.
Oh, hi guys, how are you doing? Alright.
Which is always handy, because I think with this kind of thing, like with life in general, when you're on some kind of journey, if you're cohabiting and that person's sat next to you eating a load of steak and chips or pizza or whatever it is,
delicious.
Yeah, it obviously makes it a little bit more difficult. But yeah, so we're embracing a little detox together, aren't we?
Yeah, it'd be good, looking forward to it. I've done a few before as well, and in fact a few years ago when I was in a bit of a slump, it kind of saved me, you know. I've got to say, it's not easy to do, but we will feel fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's just
I
think when it's not like we've lost his way or anything. I just think sometimes you just need a bit of a challenge, don't you? So
yeah, this isn't anything that's can be sustainable over a long period of time, but it's really beneficial and healthy for short periods of time. People fast from food for many different reasons, whether it's health reasons, religious reasons, there's so many different benefits to it. If you are a person that finds it beneficial in your life, because that's what you got to remember. There's a lot of people where they can't do the juice detox because of health reasons or whatever, but I'm totally healthy and able to do it.
I like to think of it as a body flood, right? So the amount of fruits and veggies that we're going to be consuming, most of the veg, well, I don't know, a bit of balance in there, but the amount that we're going to be consuming, it'd be too much to eat in a day, because there's loads and loads of it. So we're basically turning it into like this amazing
nutrient
magical
water.
juice. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what I see it as, like nutrient water.
Yeah.
And it's like, I remember last time it was sort of like strange. The strangest time frame, like throughout the day, is absolutely fine, but I found the hardest or the strangest habit to break was the evening meal, because I think just habitually, like, that's where you sit down, and I think most of my evening eating stems from habit and boredom, and that's what this journey, it's like I want to break that. I want to like get out of that routine of thinking, okay, it's dinner time now, you know, and have this food and then have this snack and then stuff like.
Well, you know, if you're bored in an evening, I'm not doing my job as a boyfriend.
Oh no, I'm not saying I'm bored. I think it's more habit, isn't it? Do you know when you start watching a movie, you're like, oh, what would go well with this? Popcorn or chocolate?
Yeah, that's a routine, is it? Sitting down and watching something.
Yeah, I think just to keep us probably sane through some of these days, I'll probably want to go to the gym on an evening, even if it's just for a hydrotherapy or a swim, like if we worked out in the morning. And that's another thing. We are still working out when we're juicing. I did it before. In fact, this is one of the things that I did over, it wasn't last summer, it was the summer before, and I was doing a juice detox and I was also at the gym. This was really like unhealthy, obsessed gym workout. So it's when I was going to the gym and making sure I burnt at least 1,000 calories. But that's not the point here. The point here is I was still able to go and do that when I was juicing. So I'm obviously not going to be as strict, and I'm not going to the gym thinking this is a set amount of calories to burn, but I am definitely going to go and keep active and, you know, whatever. So,
well,
like,
no one's ever been hurt by fruit and veg, have they?
No.
Yeah, you can't say the same for people who, you know, eat a lot of McDonald's or whatever. You know, it's a different end of the scale, isn't it?
I think
it's a bit extreme, but
this isn't. Yeah, like I always like try and encourage balance, and this isn't really balance. This is something It's quite an extreme thing, but I think sometimes, like, I'm 6 months into my weight loss journey now, and I think I truly think like I've lost weight very slowly to teach me teach me patience and time and things like that. And I also think that, you know, switching things up is really good because it keeps you motivated, it keeps this fire alight. If you're doing something and it's working and you still love it, great. And I still love calorie counting. I just feel like my body needs a break. I feel like I need a bit of an injection of health.
And there's no difference, is there, between, like, you know, something. So the other week we did the 3 Peaks walk, didn't we? Which was 29 miles. That's a challenge, that's a push, that's a mental, physical push.
Yeah.
This is exactly the same, it's just a different thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry about.
No, I
it's
think
just a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah,
and it's going to be good. I'm right looking forward to it.
I think for me as well, the main thing is like how, because mentally me and food have a very weird, strange relationship, you know.
Break that.
And it's not going to break. I'm not naive in thinking I'm going to do I've just checked, I think it's 9 days in total. I'm not going to do a 9-day juice detox and then come out of it and be like, I'm cured. You know, I don't have any. But I think it's definitely gonna give me that ammunition for future damage control, because like if I'm hungry on an evening, you know, I just think that it's good to have a break and especially fight those demons. And if I'm not eating, then it gives me the opportunity, well, I don't mean like starving myself, I'm obviously still getting energy, still getting nutrients, that kind of thing. But it's like even just the motion of putting something in your mouth and chewing, you know, you don't realise how comforting things like that are, and especially to you know, a comfort eater, somebody that's suffered with eating disorders and things like that, it's massive, like taking that thing away. It's like completely ripping off the plaster.
Well, it's hard for everyone, isn't it? It's going to be It's gonna be hard
regardless of whatever. But so that's that. And
but if you take one thing at the end of it, I think always when you push yourself hard, like we did on the, let's just take the walk as an example, right? So we did the 29 miles.
I think you just like any excuse to say it, don't you?
Well, no.
No, I'm joking.
No. But afterwards, right, I thought it's either going to really put her off, or she's going to be motivated to do another one. And I said, oh, should we do another one soon? And you went, oh yeah, because nothing will be as hard as that. Well, we'll just do Hell we'll just do this, we'll just do that. And I think if you juice for if we're doing this juice for 9 days, if nothing else, at the end of it, if we achieve the 9 days, then we'll be saying, oh, well, we can eat again, you know, we'll eat all the healthy stuff, and you won't, you know, it'll be easier, won't it?
I mean, it's not hard. Yeah, it's not hard for me to eat healthily because I really enjoy it.
You do eat healthy.
Yeah, so it's there's no expectation really out of it other than I really want to challenge myself, my thoughts. I really want to do it to prove to myself that food isn't in control of me and I'm in control of it, and that I can make a good choice and the best decision, and that I'm the one in control of that situation. And if I want to say, because I know it's healthy, I know it's gonna aid me mentally and physically, it's gonna kickstart a bit of weight loss. I'll probably regain a couple of pounds after I start eating solid food again, but I think it's got so many great benefits, you know, and I'll probably go into them in more detail. It's Monday it's Monday, isn't it, today? It's Monday morning and I'm just about to drink my tea, so I thought I'd just go over it a little bit, but I will like over the course of this week I'll explain more about why it's beneficial to me, why I want to do it, and what I sort of like feel about the whole thing. So, but yeah, that's it. And at some point today we'll be going shopping, which I haven't done in ages. So I might include a Juice Detox shopping haul in this. Maybe you can help. Yeah,
I'd really like to find somewhere that the fruit and veg is organic, you know. If not, we'll just have to wash it thoroughly, won't we? Because we don't want to be you know, sort of condensing any pesticides, insecticides, whatever that they put on them into a juice, because it doesn't make sense to put a load of chemicals into that juice, does it? But
it's not the very worst thing that can happen. I think for me personally, eating, let me think, I don't know, a highly processed, genetically modified piece of food that has never seen a vegetable, or, you know, it's not, I think eating foods that you can't grow, that are genetically manufactured and have zero nutritional benefit is a lot worse than eating an apple that's got pesticide. But I do agree with you. I do totally agree with you. And if we can get organic, we will. But I just, do you know, it literally boils my blood that, like, it costs so much to eat organically. It really does.
Yeah, well, it's harder to grow, isn't it? The crop's not as yielding, if you know what I mean. If you've if you treat something with, you know...
But shouldn't the pesticide... So this is my theory, and it could be complete... It obviously is complete bollocks, because it costs so much for organic food. But if you were growing apple... If you were growing... Let's say you had a patch, a vegetable patch, and you're growing carrots, right? You put the carrot, like, seeds or whatever into the ground, and then they start to grow. But when you're using pesticides and stuff, it costs money to put all the artificial sort of like growth hormone. That costs money. And I know you're probably gonna get a bigger crop with the...
Let's say you plant
but isn't it, yeah, but...
And you treat them...
You can get organic, like you can treat them organically. Yeah, have to treat them.
Well, yeah, but it's not as it's not as.
So it basically comes down to the mass produce of crop.
If you stop the pests and the weeds and the whatever killing the carrots, let's say you plant 1,000 carrots and you use pesticide and herbicide and growth hormone or whatever, you might get 900 carrots out of that crop, might you? If you do it organically and you let nature take its course, you might get, what, 500-600 carrots, might you? Because half of them might have been eaten by some pest, or, you know what I mean? And that's the difference.
I think we need our own farm.
That would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
I think that's the answer.
Yeah.
Speaking of which...
Said on a bit of a whim there, but I think it's...
I accidentally picked a ripe tomato and ate it on Friday. I'll insert a picture of it here, because I was a bit upset, because I didn't want to pick it right then, but... The tomatoes are doing fantastically well. These guys are just about to turn yellow, and it was the tomato that I did end up eating was delicious. So I'm super excited to munch all these little guys. And then this one, the plum tomato, these are doing really well. We've got some little guys starting up here. They're so cute when they start out the ground. Oh, there's some here, I didn't notice them. But yeah, doing very well. And I've also embarked, I saw some celery that was reduced for 80p, so I'm starting that off.
You've made me want a tomato now.
Oh, so
when would you have one? Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow. It's starting tomorrow.
So we're transitioning a bit away.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean we're gonna like go and have a Burger King today.
Absolutely not.
We're gonna be fairly healthy today, but yeah. And also, there are some sort of like dangers to going to just to sort of eating one way and then completely stopping. Your body can go into like toxic shock if you're releasing too many toxins into your body in a quick succession. It won't naturally flush it out. It actually gets released back into your body. So there's ways to sort of like combat that, which I'll talk about. You can do like dry body brushing, which helps influence your lymphatic system and drain it out, drinking lots of water, blah blah blah. But yeah, I'll talk about that.
They say that the first 3 days, and I can actually
well, we don't want to know about your past endeavours, do we?
Do we not?
No, we want to just start fresh from here.
Okay. But so the first 3 days your body's obviously detoxing.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
From food, so that's
do you know what'll be interesting though? This time around, I don't know, I've just said we're not talking about the past ones, but here I am, hypocrite. before, when I did a juice detox before, it was literally like going from drinking probably 4 times a week, having multiple takeaways, eating a lot of meat, eating a lot of bad food, to detoxing. And this time around, I think over the last 6 months, if I was to sort of like give you a mathematical diagnostic of health to unhealth ratio, I think I've probably been about 80% healthy. So it'll be interesting to see if I get like the headaches and things, because I don't really drink. I used to drink a coffee every morning and have multiple ones throughout the day. I had a lot of dairy. So it'll be really interesting to see if there's a difference, you know, but.
Do you remember last time we
Oh, my battery's flashing.
Ah. Do you remember last time we did it and his skin went really, really healthy?
Yeah. Just let me get another battery. 1 second. Right, fresh battery. Sorry, Jim, what were you saying?
I can't remember.
You were saying about our skin. We once did it and our skin went really healthy.
Oh, our skin. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, one of the times we juiced, I think it was the last time we did it, we noticed after about, I think it was 4 or 5 days, that our skin went almost like like magical, didn't it? It was, I've never had skin so good. And it was like shining. You know, you could really tell that you'd flooded your bodies with, you know, with all these nutrients. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I'll show you in 5 days. Normal skin. Looking a little bit wishy-washy.
I think it's your face. Your face is probably the best.
Yeah, well, we had that wedding on the weekend, didn't we, as well, which were fantastic. But still suffering on Monday. You know, you go out on Saturday and you're still feeling a bit rubbish on Monday. It's not good, is it?
No.
And I just don't enjoy it anymore. I mean, I did enjoy that, but once in blue moon.
It means he doesn't enjoy drinking anymore.
I don't really know.
Not enjoy weddings anymore.
Although, I still find that, you know, I did enjoy it when we were at the wedding and we were drinking and dancing, and it was just, we hadn't done it for so long, had we?
No.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, it was a great night.
I just don't enjoy the after. I don't think the after's worth it. You know? But anyway, less of that.
Well, that's your choice. You can choose to drink or not to drink, and that's your choice. Yeah, so, but, okay, so.
Not at all.
Not at all, no. No. Yeah, so that was a long ramble, but basically doing a juice detox. So I'm gonna go and drink my tea and have my water. We'll be having some form of breakfast at some point, but I've got no idea what that's gonna be.
But we're gonna try and use the healthy things we've got in the house, which is a good idea.
Yeah, we are.
Isn't it? So I know we've got some plant-based burgers.
Yeah.
Which we can have. We've got some boiled potatoes that I did yesterday. They could come on. We've got some lovely tomatoes.
Yeah, so I'll see you for breakfast, but happy Monday. So the time is now just before 11 and I'm gonna make some sort of like breakfast, lunch, brunchy type thing. So we have got 1 egg left in our egg box. So I'm gonna have an egg scrambled. I'm gonna have that alongside the naked without oink bacon. This is really good. It's really, really yummy. My stepdaughter Millie actually had some on Saturday and she said she has vegetarian food, but she also eats meat as well, as does Jim and Joe. But she said she thinks it tastes more bacony. There were her words. Tastes more like bacon than bacon, which was quite funny. So yeah, if you are veggie or you're looking for to try something new, or you're wanting just a bacon dupe, there you go, give that a try because I really like it. So here is my breakfast, and we have 1 large egg that is scrambled. We have 60 grams of the plant-based bacon, and we have, well, I'm pretty sure it's not even 5 gram, but we're going to put 1 serving of 5 gram of the vegan shaker, which tastes so yummy. It's like, just tastes like cheese basically, and I've sprinkled that over the top of the cheese to have like cheesy scrambled eggs. So this meal comes in at 225 calories. There is 7.1 grams of carbs, there's 15 grams of fat, and that is 13.2 grams of protein. Hi guys, so it's now basically 10 to 7 and we have just had such a hectic day. The van needed to go back in for a little bit of work, went and did a gym workout, all sorts of crazy stuff. I also went and picked up some groceries for our next 2 days juicing. So I'm going to quickly go through all this because we've got some people coming to view some furniture, and also I've got to be making tea. We're really hungry. So I'll just start off and go through. So we got a bag of root ginger. We got 2 bags of celery. We got a big bag of spinach. 2 of them actually. 2 bags of baby spinach. We got 3 bags of curly kale. We got a British spring greens, 2 of these guys. We got a bag of green apples. We got 4 cucumbers. We got a bag of parsnips. We got 2 bags of carrots, a big bag of oranges. I know I've already done celery, but we got another bag of celery, a bag of pears. We got 2 bags of lemons, a bag of limes, and I got them on the reduced, which is pretty awesome. A bag of red apples. Now, I wanted to get the natural beetroot, you know, the one that's all soily and just raw beetroot really. However, they didn't have any, and this is not like great for juicing, but it's better than nothing. So I just got a packet of beetroot. And then last but not least, I got 2 cartons of coconut water, and I'll go into sort of like the reasons why it's good to drink coconut water on a juice detox another time. But yeah, that's it. So all them fruits and vegetables that I've just shown you, myself and Jim will be consuming over 2 days, and by the end of day 2 it will all be gone. How crazy is that? I don't know about you guys, but if I was to eat all them fruits and vegetables, I definitely wouldn't consume that amount. So yeah, I just thought I'd quickly go through and show you. I'm more than likely going to be making the juices this evening for tomorrow because I'm over in the studio tomorrow. It's a work day in studio, so I think it's probably best to be prepared and do it ahead of time. Myself and Jim was like chatting about how we were going to go about it, whether we were going to make the juices as we went, but Jim suggested doing it all in the morning, so or all in the evening the day before for the following day. So that's our first juice grocery haul of this little kind of juicing mini series. I'm probably going to put all of these videos into their own what they're called, playlist. Probably make the juice detox playlist so that you can sort of like follow through, and let's see how long I go. I'm really hoping for the 9 days, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go and get this put away and crack on with dinner. So for dinner this evening, we're going to just use up a couple of things that we have already in the freezer and the cupboards and whatnot. So we have these Vigilante plant protein zinger burgers. These are from Morrison's. Are they from Morrison's? I actually can't remember. Jim got them, so I've got no idea where they're from. I think Morrison's. Anyway, where were these burgers from? Were they from Morrison's?
Yeah.
Morrison's. And we're gonna have them in a brioche bun with some sweet potato fries and a bit of salad, as a last supper, using up of a few bits in the house.
It's a shame about these Tex-Mex jobs, and it's a shame about this oven tray.
So here is dinner, which is 732 calories, 79 grams of carbs, 24.6 grams of fat and 40 grams of protein.
Hi guys, so just about to make the first juice, a juicy, and I'm just going to talk you through what we're putting through the juicer. Okay, so this is the juicer. I've had it like quite a long time now and it's a brilliant machine. I won't turn it on because you won't be able to hear what I'm saying. We're having is it a green lemonade we're having?
It's Joe's Mean Green.
Oh, Joe's Mean Green. So Joe Cross was the guy that did the documentary Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead. And so this is one of his recipes. So basically what they do is they list all the stuff you put in it, but I know from experience that it might be too much to put 2 cucumbers in, so I'm just saving one on standby just in case. But what we've got in this one, I'll start with the smaller ingredients. We've got a big chunk of ginger there that adds a load of, you know, heat and it's a really nice flavour. The lemon I'm going to do separate, you know, I'm not going to put the lemon through the juicer because the peel and the pith is really bitter, and you know, don't make that mistake, it's horrible, it ruins your juice. And it's supposed to taste nice, isn't it? Because what's the point otherwise? So lemon, ginger, we've got a cucumber which I've just top and tailed and taken the wrapping off and washed it obviously. We've got celery that's been washed as well. And then I've put the apples and the kale together, and there's method in my madness there. The reason I do that is because leafy greens like kale, you can't just put them through the juicer, you just don't get anything out of them. So what I do is, I'm going to do my cucumber and my celery first, then I'm going to put an apple in, and then I'm going to put a handful of kale on top of that apple and squeeze it down and then put another apple on. So it kind of creates like a leafy green sandwich. And so you get this like solid thing that goes through, so you get the most out of your leafy greens then, you see. And that's just works the best. Okay, so we'll get juicing. You won't be able to hear what I'm doing, so that's why I explained it.
We'll montage this bit.
We can montage this bit. Okay.
Time to juice.
Oh, this is my squasher down thing. That's really useful. Don't want to be putting your hands.
Do you want to tell us what model it is and everything? What is it?
It's a Sage juicer. I first watched this documentary about 10 years ago, and it's something that I thought, oh, you know, I'll try that. And I spent a lot of money on a juicer. I think it were over £300 when I bought it, but it's like 10 years old now, and it probably just still works first time. Oh yeah. So, but you don't want to be putting anything human or...
So explain the process of what happens.
Oh right, yeah, okay. That's a very good idea.
Yeah, because I bet not a lot of people understand like what happens in a true juicer. Because I think it's smoothies and things can get confused with juices.
That's right. Well, with the smoothie, what would happen is you'd have like a masticating set of jaws or cutting rings or whatever, and it would mash up it'd just totally mash up everything and deliver it into a bowl or a jug. So then you just put it in a glass and drink it. That's your smoothie, isn't it? So you're getting everything that the fruit or whatever it is your smoothie has to offer, bananas, strawberries, whatever. With a juicer, it's different. What you're trying to do is remove the fibre and the sort of the carbs out of it, so that your body goes into a different metabolic state eventually. And what you're doing is you're cleansing your system with just juice. There's no fibre as such in that juice, so it's all the micronutrients. So basically what you do is, if you look in here, in fact I can show you really quickly, it's really easy to take out. Right, so this is like your cutting bowl. So here you've got all these little teeth, can you see those? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then 2 big blades in the middle, careful there. And then round the edge you've got this really, really fine mesh, like a mesh.
Mesh.
What a fine mess, I'm thinking of Laurel Hardy. Really fine mesh, like you get in coffee filters or whatever. And then, so what it does is it mashes all the juice, all the fruit and veg fibres up, but all you get is
it's
the
like the
liquid.
nutrient water, isn't it? Really?
It gets like
micronutrient water.
That's right.
How it's
Exactly.
best described, I think.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's a very, very clever machine.
It really is. Simple yet
Effective. Does its job. Does its job well.
Okay.
But yeah, so
you don't want to put anything down there other than what you're trying to juice. Unless you're trying to juice somebody's arm, you know.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Okay, so we're gonna start
The juicing
doing my
process.
favourite bit. Oh, the ginger as well. When that goes in, I also chuck it in between the apples because obviously that just flies off otherwise.
Cool.
It's quite satisfying though. You might want to come around here, Maria, and just have a look at this jug.
Okay. Basically that's the process of making a juice, and we're going to do that again. So I'm really sorry that this has not really been the best informative video in what I'm doing. I'll probably talk, like I said, more about it over the course of the week. But so from now until I think it's the 8th of July, for the next 9 days we'll be having 4 fruit and vegetable juices a day. If we're really hungry, we can have more. There's not like a restriction as such on juices, but obviously you don't want to go too crazy with it.
They're quite calorific actually.
Yeah, just let's have a look at this one in particular. So this Joe's Mean Green. So the nutritional serving for this, so that jug has 2 servings, just FYI. So per serving it's 251 calories. It's got 6 grams of protein, it's got 54 grams of carbohydrates, it's got 1 gram of fat, there's 2 grams of fibre, there's 30 grams of sugar. So it's pretty decent meal. So let's have a look. 251 calories. It's kind of essentially the same calorific value as my protein shake. So there is calories and energy. There is calories and energy in them, and I will be counting my calories just to sort of keep a track on it, and obviously give you guys the calories and macro information for the juices. But yeah, so what was I saying? So we're going to be having 4 juices a day, 1 for breakfast, 1 for lunch, 1 for dinner, and then 1 for supper. Alongside that, we're also going to be having water, herbal tea, and coconut water. The coconut water helps replace your electrolytes. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as your body detoxes and naturally goes through the detoxification process, you tend to get quite fatigued and headachy and stuff like that in the first couple of days, and that's totally normal. But then after that, you kind of push through that initial process, just as you would if you were sort of cutting back on anything like Coca-Cola, coffee, any highly processed food that you eat a lot of. Your body is going to have somewhat of a withdrawal to that artificial thing. So basically drinking sort of coconut water helps put them things at bay and just helps replace your electrolytes in your body. What else? That's about it. There's many different versions of the plan. There's like a 4-day plan, there's a 10-day plan, there's a 30-day plan, there's a 60-day plan, and then there's also variations of each where you can have food with the juices, so it's not just a juice only. However, me and Jim are the kind of people. Me and Jim are the kind of people that don't like to do things by halves. So, I mean, it's not like we were embarking on a 60-day, and also if it is 60-day, there's different sort of like criteria, like obviously adding in some protein source, that kind of thing, if you're doing it for a long period of time. So little disclaimer, if you watch this journey, this 10-day journey, and you're inspired and you want to do it, please do your research beforehand. I'll link the book below. This isn't endorsed or sponsored or anything like that. It's just I personally truly think juicing is really great for your body, and yeah, that's it really. So that's first juice done. This is all for tomorrow, and I'm going to input them all into my fitness pal, so I'm ready to go. I obviously need to end today's video after all this, but should we get making our second juice?
Indeed. Okay, so we've got a little bit left, and we're just gonna share it out. Where do you want to take the first swig?
Quite foamy.
Yeah, that's the foamy bit.
It's so yummy.
Instantaneously yummy.
It's so yummy. I know it might not look yummy. It really is though. There's nothing like it. Nature's goodness. It makes you feel instantly healthier. It's amazing, really bizarre. Yummy. Right, so what's up next then? So basically, I'm not explaining this whole process very well, but in the back of the book, all the recipes are there, which is helpful.
Also in the book there's like a shopping list. So let's say you want to do a 3-day detox, okay? Now weirdly, when you do these juice fasts or these juice detoxes, reboot as they're called, it takes about 3 days for your body to kind of adjust. Yeah, so like if you start it, then you know, you might not be feeling particularly great for 3 days. You might have a bit of headache, you might be craving food, things like that. That's totally normal.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Oh, did you mention that? Yeah. Right, yeah. So after that, trust me, it gets a lot better. You start feeling fantastic. So, but they do a 3, a 5, a 7-day.
Yeah,
you've mentioned that as well. But what I was going to say is that they have a shopping list, which is really useful. So you can go to the supermarket with that book, and literally it'll say like 30 apples or whatever. You can just go through it and buy it all, and the actual recipes are listed day by day as well. So I find that really useful when I've done it before. But we just kind of, because we've done it a few times, we're just going with the ones that we know work really well.
Well, not
for us, and the
flavours that we like.
The flavours that we like, yeah, exactly, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right, so next up I think we'll do
when we're going to do a carrot apple lemon?
Yeah, we'll do a carrot apple ginger.
Or carrot apple ginger.
Which is,
how do you turn this around?
There you go. Okay. Pro. You can tell this book is well loved, can't you?
Oh yeah.
So just finished prepping all the juices for tomorrow. So we have 4 juices in total each. And it is now 10 o'clock. Usually this process wouldn't take this long. It's just because we've had such a busy day and loads to do. So it's kind of like all been a bit of a rush, which I really don't like. I like to be prepared and planned and get everything organised and sorted out. But anyway, just about managed to do it. So, all ready to go. So the process from here on out should be much easier. But I will finish up today and let you know how I've got on. So I am finishing the day with 334 calories remaining, 61 grams of protein remaining, 18 grams of fat remaining, and over 5 grams on carbs. So I'll just complete my diary. So this is basically what happens if you don't know on MyFitnessPal when it says that you're consuming too little calories, so it will advise you to try and stick to at least 1,200. It's correct, however, you know, natural hunger patterns, your hunger is the best indication. So that's that. So yes, the end of today's video. I'm not sure whether this is going to go up tonight or tomorrow morning because I'm really tired. However, I've got to get up very early for the gym and for work, so we will see how much I can get done this evening. So that's kind of like the intro, I suppose, into my juice detox. However, officially day one is going to start tomorrow. So it's going to be a little bit different because I don't really have meals to prepare and film and whatnot. But I am going to be obviously filming every day and filming how I'm feeling, how I'm getting on, and document that all for you guys. And then we'll see how I feel at the end of it. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up because it really does make me smile and really helps my channel. And until tomorrow, stay happy, healthy and well. Bye.